When I heard the screaming, you can tell immediately when somebody, the panic in her voice, the tone, the volume, everything. I could tell that she was in trouble.
The Good Samaritan who helped save the lives of a mother and her 9-month-old baby describes what happened during the random knife attack that took place outside the Michaels store in New Sudbury on June 3rd. Brent Holder said he was sitting in his truck in the parking lot on Marcus Drive. His head was down, checking emails on his phone when he heard the horrific screams coming from a woman who had been stabbed in the neck.
I couldn't see the victim. I just saw the assailant swinging his arms into the back of the vehicle, and then he started punching into a baby stroller that was sitting there. So that, a white light went off in my head. I lost my ability to think. It was auto response. I jumped out of my truck and ran straight at him. Screaming expletives, obviously. We were probably moving about this speed as we were, he was pushing backwards, I was headed forwards, and the one thing I noticed most was that he and I both had locked eyes, and never once did we not look away. We were staring straight into each other's eyes the entire time. I'm yelling at him, swearing at him, and so we had backed up down to the end of the parking area here, and at which point he had pulled out a second knife. At no point did he threaten myself with the knives. He never lunged at me or anything to that effect, and he put both blades to his neck and then slashed his own throat in front of me.
After cutting his own throat, the assailant dropped to his knees and fell to the asphalt. Holder took the knives away from the man and called 911.
While I was on the phone with 911, I made the error of assuming he wasn't getting up, and he did get back up and then grabbed for the knives in my hand, at which point I had knocked him off balance again, put him back to the ground, and just held him there until the police showed up to cuff him and take him away.
While Holder was with the assailant, he said a large group of people tended to the mother and her baby. The woman was taken to hospital and at the time was in critical condition, but her health condition has now been upgraded to stable. The baby, who sustained multiple bruises during the attack, is safe and is being cared for by family members. 25-year-old Alexander Stavropoulos was arrested and charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose, and 1 count of breaching probation. Stavropoulos is known to police. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of carrying a weapon to commit offense after an incident at the downtown transit terminal in April 2018, where he charged at police, screaming and wielding 2 knives, forcing police to fire their weapons to stop him. His lawyer said it was an attempt at suicide in hopes that the police would shoot and kill him.
This is a guy that obviously has mental health issues. He needs help. I'm happy that it's worked out the way it did. That young children are going to have a mom to grow up with. So, really that's all that matters in this case.
Heather Green Oliver, Sudbury.com.